Damn, so wait, Aaron the plumber, y'all responsible for that too, right?
I wouldn't say responsible. I feel like the 20 versus ones and the pop the balloon was what blew him up. Yeah,
really.
Yeah, but I feel like he kind of transitioned over to the interview.
Yeah, but I feel like we kind of took him down, man. Like we fucking just like smeared his ass once we found out that he told, and he just tried to put up a fight, but people figured out like, oh, you just a dum dum.
Is he a gangster or what?
He was, but then he got sprayed up and he decided to tell. I think that's when he dropped his flag.
Cause he wanted to come on Say Cheese like twice, but
yeah,
like I say, people know Charleston. He gets money with me, so it's like they trying to
replicate that.
Well, they asked for money right out the gate,
which is okay if you can bring in
what
you bring in, but it's like damn, Charleston's getting 10. Let me get 5, and it's like, bro, like 5 is kind of like
5's pretty elite.
For
you gotta be bringing like, millions of views for me to want to give you 5.
And it's like, you know, you do so many interviews after a while. It's like, what more can you say, bro? You did like 5 no jumper interviews.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like Charleston really fucked up the YouTube
he
market,
did with
bro.
What
he fucked up the YouTube market, bro? Because but Charleston's one of those ones that his interviews just don't slip on my channel. He's gonna do between 800K to 2 million every time. It just doesn't slip. And I feel like it's very few people like that. I think Orlando Brown is one.
But even him, he's got to keep it interesting, you know, and I don't think he's as focused. Like Charleston, he basically goes on your podcast and does like a comedy routine for like an hour or two at a time. Like I remember one time I watched him, he did one with you and he was telling the story about going to link with Aiden Ross and how Aiden Ross offended him and how he didn't do it or whatever. And it's like an hour and a half long podcast where Shawn Cotton doesn't say a goddamn word.
Yo, that was the
just get out the way.
Money, nigga.
And he just like rants and rants and rants. It's super entertaining, but it's like, you know, that's like the easiest interview of your life. You just had to get out the way.
Yeah. But I think him and Boosie, Vlad, I mean, who else? I mean, is there anybody else who just easy money every time, worth the money you give them, you know you're gonna get it back? Like, it's not really too many of not to be charging 5,000.
Yeah, that's tough.
What's the most you pay somebody for an interview?
I was just about to ask you the same thing.
I do not want to reveal that number because there was one where we got kind of gouged, but then it also like it did so good that it worked. But then I still look at it like I don't think I should have, because he went and did a million other podcasts right after that and kind of sucked some of the attention.
Did you break even?
Yeah, for sure.
I think Ryan Garcia.
Oh, word. That was not that long ago too, right?
Yeah, that shit.
It just didn't do what you wanted to do.
I don't know if he's blacklisted because he said all the shit he's been saying.
Really?
But that when I uploaded that, it just did not. It was like when you type in Ryan Garcia, it just did not pop up. So I don't know what it was, but I lost. That was the most I paid for an interview, bro.
Really? And then it just didn't even come close to making up for it?
I don't know. I don't
But that's also your fan base.
Yeah, it was over 10K.
Over 10K.
Because people love when I interview the boxing shit.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, like the Devin Haney's and like that. I've interviewed a lot of them.
Well, okay, yeah. So you have had success with that outside. I was gonna say like maybe your fans just
Shakur Stevenson. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Especially now, like, and I'm giving y'all game too. Like, I mean, because Canelo's about to fight Crawford.
Yeah.
So it's about to be hella boxing.
Ryan Garcia has an overexposure problem too. Like he's just everywhere, so that might have been part of it.
Yeah, he does.
Speaking of fights, I just seen Charleston White. He had his fight with the Island Boys. Right?
That's tonight.
That's tonight. Yeah,
right? Yeah, that's
I think
tonight.
them is flying out to that. You had your fight.
I did. I got knocked down twice.
What was that process like of training and getting ready for it?
Man, bro, I had to lose because Sauce will win and he's so smaller than me.
Yeah.
So in Arizona, you have to meet a weight. So I'm naturally like 200 pounds. I had to go down to 185 through 4 days.
Oh shit.
I'm weak as hell, like super weak. So then I was wearing army boots. Why the fuck was I doing that? It just wasn't good for me, man. It was a fun experience.
Yeah.
Like I could write it off with my what they say bucket list. Yeah. But I'll never do it again. Probably never. I'll probably never do that shit again. It was just too much. You got to train but it was fun though. I learned a lot. Like
But that wasn't a money-based thing. That was just like the attention or that was you like, let's do something shocking and outrageous. Let's make everybody talk about me for a little while.
I was really supposed to get 50 grand, but it didn't happen. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, they came after. I drove to San Diego. They said that a lot of people bought tickets streaming-wise, but then somebody leaked to YouTube, and it hurt.
Oh.
And then Charleston didn't fight.
Yeah.
Because he didn't get cleared.
Mm-hmm.
In Arizona, they're super strict, so that shit hurt ticket sales because he was the bag.
Wait, so like physically, he was just too fucked up?
Yeah, that's why. No, because he has one eye.
Oh, just because of that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then in Nashville, that's why they're fighting in Nashville tonight. Because in Tennessee, that's the only state he can fight in the country, having one eye.
Bro, if that Island boy can't beat his ass, what the fuck? He's a fully bodied young man. I mean, like, he has no excuse for not being able to win that. Charleston, I've trained with him. Like, when we trained, he's real. I think Charleston's going to win. We're going to find out old man strength versus young incest baby strength.
But no, Charleston.
That's a good one. I got Island Boys before they were the Island Boys.
That's a good one.
They were just Fly Soldier and Kodiak Red.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
It touch a mill.
Yeah. Just super good. Especially in the clips, too. Them talking about being Bloods went super crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
As always, shout out to our homies over at Everything 420 for keeping us stocked with the best goods around. You don't need to leave the house to go to a local smoke shop anymore. They've got it all in one spot. Just download their E420 app if you haven't already. They always have deals, so go check it out and use code NOJUMPER for a little extra off your order.